talk, Hulk. What do you want now? I mean, the simple fact that I've got one breath left in my body? Are you here to get that? Don't you realize what has happened, what you've done? You know, you led us down the path of Bully's a good guy. I know what he's like. I know who he is. No, you didn't. I knew who he was, and I told you all along he was rotten to the core. And now Bully has the world's heavyweight title. Now Aces and Eights have the whole company hostage. Now, might not mean nothing to you, but my daughter is married to Bully, and it's not a very good place to be right now. What do you mean it might not mean anything? It means something to me, of course. Listen, I got an idea. Just don't fire Aces and Eights, especially Bully Ray. That's what I need. That's what you need. Let's do it for us. We need this. Let me have Bully tonight. There is no we anymore, Sting. I looked in your eyes a couple of months ago, and you stared me all the way into my soul, and you said, trust me. And I told you, Sting, I know how this movie ends. Well, guess what, brother? This is the end of the movie. They got the world title. My daughter's screwed over in a marriage she doesn't want to be in. They're taking over the whole company. And the movie's over, brother, and so are you. So get out of my office. I don't have time to talk to you, and I don't want to see you right now. Get out. Sick.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the John and Ann Show. John here.
This is Ann.
Thank you, Hulk Hogan, for that actually really good promo, as I'm half asleep right now. Rob's here. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
There you go, Rob.
There you go, Rob.
Oh, fucking, excuse my language. Wow, I'm so out of it.
So, Rob, what did you think of that promo, though?
I loved it. I pushed for us to use that promo today. That is how much I needed it. I needed to hear it on the show.
It was
good,
pretty
except
good.
for the you make me sick part. But
the what part?
You make me sick.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary.
It was. But
I do want to say that it's Tim Tebow Day on the show, as we got our Tim Tebow jerseys. 15, yay for Tim Tebow.
Hooray! Yes.
Yay.
Yes, Rob's not wearing a Tim Tebow jersey.
Freak
so.
you. Anyway. TNA happened last night. Man, I'm exhausted. Yeah, TNA.
Always amazing. Total non-stop action.
I hate you.
The greatest show on the face of the earth.
And
it is amazing how we were looking forward to this because of what happened on lockdown.
Well, you guys looked forward to it more than I did.
No, don't lie.
John certainly looked a lot.
Well, John was by far the
more.
most excited.
He
couldn't sleep
between
He couldn't sleep between Sunday and Thursday because he couldn't wait to see what happened on the TNA
I had to
Impact.
go to a dinner. I didn't watch any of it.
And he wasn't even hungry. He wasn't hungry because
I watched some of it today.
He was so adamant about watching TNA.
Well, I knew he wasn't going to watch it anyway.
I go to a dinner.
I knew he wasn't going to watch it anyway.
I have more important things to do.
I knew he wasn't going to watch it anyway.
Shut up. Anyway. Such a douchebag.
No, I'm not.
Impact results. Like I said, I'm exhausted, so. Chavo. Well, we get a. They go back to lockdown as Bully Ray is the president of Aces and Eights.
Yep.
Yay. AJ Styles returns tonight at some point. Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez come out to open the show. How do they want a tag team title shot, or what is it for #1 contenders? What's the deal?
It just seemed like this match was a setup so that Aces and Eights can just show up and attack both.
Yeah.
And that was it?
That was pretty much it.
Because this, other than that, this match served no purpose. It didn't even take long.
The match didn't even happen.
Right.
So pretty much, Aces and Eights cuts a promo, and that's it.
Yep.
That's
they've been doing that, right? Last couple weeks. Just cutting promos.
Yeah. And it's almost as if Bully Ray repeated his promo from Lockdown. Almost, seriously. I mean, there was nothing really new, except this time,
it was longer, I guess.
Yeah, it was a bit longer.
It was the end of the show.
No, this is the beginning of the show. Yeah,
No,
and then the pay-per-view he has to wrap it up before before the pay-per-view ends.
Now, is this where he said that something about the NWO?
Yes.
What did he say?
John loves it.
He said that we did in one night something the NWO could never accomplish.
And
Now-
we didn't know what that was about.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about because so far, what is he referencing? Because the NWO has done this.
Yeah, their lead guy had the title.
Their lead guy had the title, and NWO's lead guy, let's be honest, was far more. He was in a much better place when he made the heel turn. I mean, come on, he's like the most popular wrestler around, and he makes the heel turn. Nobody sees it coming, and
Exactly.
the whole arena is trashed.
Wow, so Bully Ray led people for 9 months, and it was really predictable.
I would like to know, Bully led people on for 9 months. Leading on meaning he let them know because it was so incredibly obvious that he would be a member of Aces and Eights.
It wasn't shocking.
It wasn't. It wasn't. And it's funny because Rob actually made the prediction.
Yeah.
The show before.
It was way too obvious, at least to me.
Yeah.
that that
Which
was
is
gonna
why
be
I thought
the case.
my idea would be much more impressive.
Well,
You-
remember, this is TNA.
Right.
Yeah, good point.
There's nothing you can
We
do.
have to get Team 3D back together.
Yep.
Again.
I don't know
We-
what
we-
that's about.
We can't have Bully Ray and Devon separate.
And Bully Ray was fine as a singles competitor.
He was doing fine. I was looking,
Devon was doing his
I was
thing.
looking forward to seeing him, in singles competition with the title on the line. And now he's just.
I think Devon should go back to Reverend Devon.
You think so?
Why
What
not,
was
right?
so bad about that? I actually saw a clip of the stuttering Matt Morgan.
And
Oh,
you
it was
regretted
bad.
And you regretted it.
Yeah, oh god.
Did you feel bad for Matt Morgan?
No, I felt bad because I lost 5 minutes. I want back.
No. Okay.
Anyway,
That was good.
Sting is this where Sting throws the water bottle, by the way?
Yes. After Bully Ray's done cutting his, let's just say it, generic
Generic heel promo.
generic heel faction promo, where I still can't believe he even tried comparing himself to the NWO.
Well, it's funny because all the internet does is compare any big heel factions to the NWO.
Yeah,
Or
it's the
DX.
first thing they always do. First
Or
thing they
DX.
always do.
Not really. Not like the NWO. Because they were two different kind of
No,
factions.
you're right.
'Cause,
You're right.
and now he's just pretty much admitting that they're. Everyone's saying it.
That's
You're
it.
right.
Yeah.
We're the new
would,
NWO.
I mean, I would like
we're the
to-
biker gang version.
right.
Biker gang
Honestly,
version.
I really
Well,
do
and,
want to know.
and also another thing, Aces and Eights had what does it have, 8 members? NWO had 80 members, so you know what? It was basically the whole locker
Well,
room
this is
at
just the
one point.
beginning. Because this also confirms that they're going to destroy TNA just like the NWO did.
yeah.
Oh, great.
So TNA will
They're
be
going to have
going
their
out of
own
business.
pay-per-view.
That would be interesting.
Aces and Eights.
Well,
presents
Aces and Eights
Aces and Eights.
has already taken
Pay-per-view.
over the TNA website.
At this point, who knows if it'll remain this way?
Well,
It's
it's
going to
their
be like this
website is-
forever.
Owned by Aces.
TNA has
Hacked.
had their website hacked,
Yes.
and you can actually now buy Aces and Eights gear.
Yes.
You checked it out before. It was only 5.
There's only 4 or 5 items.
4 or 5 items.
Unfortunately,
I want
the
a
We
vest,
want the vest.
the vest,
Yes.
the vest isn't one of them.
If they had a vest, it costs too much to make the vest.
I think
Yeah,
that'd be
those are
like,
to make a
leather
shirt.
it would be like
Shirt.
$75 for the best.
And
I
TNA,
think that we would all buy them.
would we?
Aces and
Maybe
Eights show.
no.
Would we?
If I had the money,
I don't know, I feel like-
disposable,
if TNA was to go and make leather vests for production, and each one cost what'd you say, $75?
Yeah.
They would not make that money back.
No.
They would not.
But if I had a bunch of money
Uh-huh.
or just had the money to spend,
I would.
I might buy it.
Oh,
Might
absolutely.
actually buy it.
So
No,
is
I
this also the promo with Sting where
But the only problem with buying it was that people would not watch TNA.
Then you don't want that. You really don't want that.
Because there's an interesting story. I'm not going to mention any names. People on the program don't want to be mentioned sometimes. Somebody asked where I was. Because they know me as well. And the person said, oh, he's watching TNA pay-per-view. And the first person's like, he watches TNA?
oh,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, well, part of that answer was true.
He's
okay,
like,
Rob.
But I was watching it for the show. Like we're watching. I'm watching TNA again for the show. For this show,
yeah.
even when I hate it, I end up watching it.
Even
And
though it
now people are like, he likes it.
I can't be his friend
Well,
anymore.
I'd like to remain fair about TNA.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I was a fan. I guess I put myself through it, but
Right.
I found myself saying that about WWE on plenty of occasions.
Yeah.
Why am I watching this?
No, of course.
Why?
It's just
Why?
a lot of times the excuse is because it's WWE.
Yeah.
You know, because they are the prime provider of wrestling.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, if you want to check out the competition, I mean, you might as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like the Aces and Eights storyline had potential. I don't see why Bully Ray had to be the president.
No, and there's no
Look,
reason for it.
I buy him in Aces and Eights. He fits in.
Yeah.
The reveal, okay, maybe it's predictable, but it works. But the president,
Yeah.
Bully Ray as a president of anything,
Bully Ray.
They're a biker gang. It makes sense though.
oh,
It's a biker gang.
No.
Well, they have to be from the
No.
great city of Obesity.
yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Hailing from Dunkin'
Well,
Donuts.
Devon still is.
Yes. I miss Scott Steiner.
I don't know.
We have to get
I
another
don't know why we're
Scott
Scott Steiner should have been the promo.
Yes, he should have been the
Can you, the president of Aces and Eights, can you imagine his State of the Union address?
You know, I can imagine him being in the.
Right? I can too.
Because he used to have the chainmail on his
Yeah,
head.
Yeah.
it works.
He's weird.
So is
It's
this
crazy.
back to Sting? Is this the one he throws a water bottle, and then it says when he's walking by, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah, this is burning Sting up inside. This is burning him up inside.
Yeah.
He's killing TNA. Sting was saying about how Bully Ray's killing TNA, and yeah, he throws a water
I
bottle.
just want to know because you can't see the guy, but it's like, is he really looking at him? Like he'd just be like working or something,
Well,
and just Sting's walking. What are you looking at?
I assume they were looking at him, whoever it was, but it doesn't matter who it is. Just some backstage guy looking at him.
It was silly.
And Sting, who I've found from this episode to be,
Comical.
well, tall, a bigger guy
Oh,
than I
yeah.
thought he was,
Yeah,
could be imposing, I guess.
he can be next to the right person.
Yeah.
You know.
Never noticed it until.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
episode.
I always thought that Sting wasn't that big a guy because, well, funny reason. The reason actually I thought that was because when I bought my WCW toys, Sting was the smallest one.
Right. Yeah.
The four that I had bought one time was Hogan, Nash, Goldberg, and Sting. And Sting was the smallest action figure. The Nash figure was pretty big. Hogan was, not that far behind.
Mhm.
And I just figured, all right, well, they scale their toys, so
At the time.
right.
Yeah.
So, but I guess it was a little off scale
Yeah, you
because
put
Hogan
anybody next
was
to Nash.
yeah, it was gigantic. But I mean, Sting still is not that a huge guy, because if you do put him next to Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
although for some reason he seemed taller than Hulk Hogan. in
Well, he's
this
getting
one.
old.
But also because Hogan is still selling a
Knee
knee
Leg,
injury, right?
yeah.
So he's like hunched over or whatever. But you're right though. I didn't expect him to be that much taller than
Yeah.
Bob,
Remember, oh God,
Bobby Roode
my name.
and
Bobby Roode.
Austin Aries.
Next we get a knockout tag team match. Velvet Sky and Mickey James versus Tara and Gail Kim.
Not bad. Wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, and it's. I actually expected Tessmacher to be in this, but Mickey James has made a reappearance. Interesting.
It was, because
Usually she's the one included in those matches.
what's interesting is, I don't know if, since we've been watching, has she even been on?
But Tessmacher or Mickey James?
Mickey James.
She has not.
I didn't even realize that she was still with the company.
No, she was still there, and I always ask, at the back of my head, well, where is she?
Yeah.
But I mean, at the time, they still have like,
All these knockouts.
yeah, all these
other
knockouts working
guys.
together,
Yeah.
and it's tough to find a spot. I mean, because I think isn't like Madison Rain still there, and we
I don't
haven't
know.
seen her forever. Who else who's there?
That's it right now.
I don't know. There's more, but I mean,
I think they had someone.
They're concentrating-
Rosita or something like that.
apparently she's not with the company anymore.
Oh,
No, she
Serena
got to
might?
try out with WWE.
but that doesn't really mean anything.
No, I know
You
it
get
doesn't mean
tryouts.
anything, but
I mean, it means more than not having a tryout.
Yeah.
So did Gail slap Terrell in the face?
Yeah, she
Anytime
did that
these
again.
people slap... No, she did not slap her. She pie-faced her to the ground.
That's right.
Ah,
She
It was
Pie face.
amazing.
pie face.
It was great.
Boom.
But she came back, I think, slapped Gail Kim.
Right.
And these slaps are not looking good.
But it's funny because they're not.
They're not looking good at all.
Because did they say what happened? They showed what happened on lockdown, right?
Yeah, they did.
It's just funny how that match started though, because they just started off as if nothing happened. Because if lockdown hadn't happened, I could still see what happened between Terrence Terrell and Gail Kim going on.
Well, I think that they said that...
Because I thought I would figure that Gail Kim would like refuse to be in the match where Terrence Terrell would
Well,
be.
that was the thing. They had the promo during her entrance, I think,
Okay,
that she had cut an interview backstage.
I must have missed this. I think I
And
missed
she
this.
said something about that something was going to happen to Terrell.
Uh-huh.
That there was some action that was going to be taken. So I guess, as far as the match starting up all right,
Uh-huh.
I guess that was put aside.
So
because
Gail Kim was
all
all right.
Brooke Hogan
because
put her
something
on
was gonna
probation.
Yeah, something was going to happen.
Okay.
So she wasn't worried about it.
See, Brooke Hogan knows what she's doing.
But
Yes.
it doesn't make sense because she provokes Terrell.
She provoked.
Oh yeah.
Granted, she's a ref, but then you see sometimes with male wrestling, the refs will come back too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you can't do that. Like, I'm a ref, and push the guy,
I'm a ref.
push the guy back, not spear him and all that.
And
But
have his extensions flying out
Yeah.
when he
Yeah,
attacks the
but-
wrestler.
Winners Velvet Sky and Mickey James. Next we go back to the Aces and Eights Satellite Clubhouse.
Satellite clubhouse.
Yes,
I don't know.
It's
well,
in a
their
satellite.
own
Aces
their
and Eights
own
is in
location.
space.
It's
That's their
It's because they're on location.
Aces and Eights
yes, and
in space.
Yes,
In a satellite.
Yep.
And then they just
That's they
Yes.
send their members for little missiles.
I guess Hulk Hogan. Bubba calls Hulk.
bully.
Sorry, Bully Ray calls Hulk Hogan, and I guess they all hold out the phone and say hi, Brooke,
Yeah.
or something like that.
She doesn't answer. She's not answering his calls.
Of course.
They're in a lovers' quarrel.
This is so stupid.
It is stupid. I don't even know what we're talking
This
about.
promo is dumb.
But yeah,
We got
most of
Hulk
the stuff
Hogan.
with them backstage wasn't good.
Of course.
this episode.
No.
That's not shocking. We go to Hulk Hogan walking, and he's upset and slams the office door behind him. Cameraman was following him, by the way.
Paparazzi.
Paparazzi cameraman. Sneaky cameraman.
With the zooms and
Zooms.
the hands and everything.
You don't know what that's about.
Next,
It's like I'm trying to focus on what they're saying, and then
then the cameraman goes
the zoom.
back.
And I'm like, what? You don't need to zoom in. Now I can't see the other guy.
Maybe you can see the other guy's doing something he shouldn't be doing. It's like zoom. It's been 5 takes. Let's just zoom in on
Zoom.
this guy.
Zoom. Or pan, or
No, it's not
go
pan.
away, or go through the little creases in the door. That was the best one, I thought.
Oh, when they like
That was the best one.
Where they're clearly like hiding in a closet door, and like they're looking through it. Those are the best.
That's been the best camera work so far. Next, we get Robbie E versus Rob Terry again. Why?
What bothered me about this match, it was a much better match than at the pay-per-view. You didn't get to see it. But there was more back and forth on this one. Terry's finisher looks lame. We thought it was like a botch or something during the pay-per-view, but
it's lame.
that's how the finisher looks.
Oh wow, then it's really lame.
What bothered me was the fans.
Oh,
They were just
feed me more.
chanting "Feed me more."
Feed me more.
So Ryback is like Goldberg, and Rob Terry
It's
is like
Ryback.
Ryback. So shouldn't they just start cheering?
And Robbie
Goldberg?
E is Zack Ryder.
Rob, yeah, that's it.
So
There you go.
These fans, and these are the fans
well, and
that
some fan, right? You're like burying your
Yeah.
what you support
Yeah.
by chanting something from the
these
competition.
are the same fans that John seems to have a problem with using certain terminology. It's okay in the WWE, not in TNA, and it's these
No,
are your
I-
people.
Let's
I
hold
don't
off on that. Let's
These
hold
are
off.
your people, though.
I
No,
don't-
I can.
I don't like it in WWE
I see
either.
a indirect connection between these two subjects.
Anyway, Rob Terry wins. He does a dance at the end. And
Yeah, he did
one-handed
a-
push-ups.
He was doing this before.
Yeah,
I don't know if it went on too long or
it did.
it was just terrible because it wasn't that good from the beginning.
Next,
It was both.
Yeah.
It was bad, and it went on for too long.
He did the robot.
His
That wasn't
robot
good.
was pretty bad too.
Yeah.
The robot. I actually saw the robot. It was bad. We get Sting. We actually saw the promo already. We played it.
Sting tried to talk to Hogan.
Hogan's best
Hogan
promo.
wasn't having it.
Best promo in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, best one I've heard from him in a long time.
That's funny because we actually played yesterday a promo, one of Hogan's worst promo.
Yeah. The
And,
backstroke.
it's
That was his worst promo?
That's
where he
awesome.
called himself gay.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright.
When he was talking to McMahon.
Right, guy gay.
He just
I don't think he said gay. He was
It's-
He said
fumbling
gay.
his
was
words.
SmackDown live at that point?
You-
Because
you
I feel like
could-
they could have edited it. That.
Yeah, I think it was live.
It
Was
was
it?
live.
Okay.
It
So I
was
remember
live.
that promo too. He just kept every time he would restart,
Uh-huh.
and he would just do
And you just see
even worse.
Vince. You see Vince's
Yeah.
face just be like, "Come on."
Is that the same promo where he calls himself stupid?
What do you mean? No,
So I
that's
think it was
not
the
the
promo where he's like, "We both know I'm not as smart as you, or you're smarter than I am, or something along those lines."
No, no, no. Well,
wow.
that reminds me of the Sid promo.
Uh,
Where he goes,
maybe I'm thinking of this.
yeah, because what does Sid say?
Oh, we should get a Sid
Yes.
promos next.
He
There's
goes,
a bunch.
there's a lot of. He's got a lot
I
of
love the
deuces.
ones with Goldberg where
What did he say? He's like, you and I both know you're not half the man that I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I have half the brain that you do.
yeah, that's what
And then you see just Kevin Nash
What?
and Scott Hall cracking up in the ring.
What?
Or that other Sid Vicious one where they're cutting this promo. I think it's for pay per view or something.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "Oh, restart, or let's do it again."
Yeah, he
And
said,
then-
I
and then
remember that.
JR's on the mic. He's like, "Well, this is live. There's no redos."
Why there's no redos?
And there's this one clip that I'm looking for all over YouTube. And if
Did
no,
have you seen the stuff with Goldberg and Sid Vicious?
well, I think this is one of them. I
it where
can't
they-
remember if
Bomb.
I can't remember if it's
Bam.
this one. But, oh yeah, when he asks
Bam,
like,
bam.
"Bam." No, but
This is getting so off track.
I know. No, but I know where we
But I'm
are.
not helping.
We know where we are.
But there's this one promo with Sid where Sid was. It's a backstage segment where Sid is just walking with a couple people, and then out of nowhere Goldberg comes and attacks him, just beats the crap out of him, and people separate him. And I'm watching this and I'm saying to myself, well, Sid must be hurt.
Yes.
Instead, I see Sid get up, busted up, and he's like, "Let it bleed, let it bleed." It was hysterical. This guy.
Did you see the one with where Goldberg would squish his cars and Sid Vicious would go to just casually go to his car
Uh-huh.
and he sees his car like that, he'd be like, Goldberg, no.
Love Sid Vicious.
Oh, Sid. Actually, I gotta find that clip. That's kind of funny. Next we get back to TNA. Sorry, but we get the promo stuff.
It was
like
a good
that.
promo.
It was.
I
We go-
really didn't think he needed the
You make me sick.
long pause and then "you make me sick."
Yeah.
But aside from that,
Less is more, guys. Come on.
great.
It was.
Someone should just cut.
And even at the end when he came out to talk to Aces and Eights, I think he showed some good passion there. You know. And I said it before. I referenced it that a couple weeks ago that I feel like Hogan's promos that he. If you recall when when we looked at the shows where they were in Wembley, I said that Hogan seemed to have a bit more energy because I felt like he was, if anything, a little bored of being in the Impact Zone
Yeah.
and talking, and his promos weren't the same. And I feel like, well, this could be the start of maybe he's gotten
Maybe
that
he's
fire
that live
back. I don't know.
crowd, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
I did find that clip of Sid Vicious and Goldberg's car. Can I play it real quick?
It's almost like you had that queued up, like you knew you
Yeah.
were gonna end up using it somewhere.
That was pretty quick. Yeah.
He had it bookmarked.
Right,
No, I
ready?
saw it. Yeah.
Space 22. 22. 22! Oh, man! Come on! Where are you? Why me? Why me? Why me?
That ends it.
Why
that
him?
ends WCW.
Why him?
Why him?
That's
Why him?
that's not nice, Goldberg.
That's not nice.
It's weird is that he knows it was Goldberg, so
Yeah.
they were obviously in a feud, I guess. That's why him.
But you know what's funny?
That's exactly why.
He didn't do it once. He did it twice.
Goldberg destroyed it again.
He destroyed it twice.
Goldberg, unbelievable.
Oh, Goldberg.
That's Goldberg where he smashes.
Is that when he
Fist.
breaks his hand?
Yes.
Oh, where he's like, no, I want to do it for real.
Where's the limo? Hold on.
We should probably
There
talk
it
about
is.
something else.
Here we go. I got it.
Oh my! What happened to my cow? Goldberg! Where are you? Goldberg!
It's so funny. Look at him turn around like a tomato over there. Well, that's edited.
Yeah, right.
That's edited.
Yeah.
A little bit, but
Imagine if it was it though. Go back.
oh, Sid, I love you.
Come back,
Come
Sid.
Anyway, back to TNA. Oh boy. We go back to Aces and Eights satellite clubhouse, and they're looking at the TNA catalog and notice there's no TNA merchandise.
No, there's no Aces and Eights.
Oh, Aces and Eights. Sorry.
Oh, please. They're looking at the knockout section. Everybody
Very
knows.
true.
This was after they apparently robbed a merchandise stand from the venue.
Oh, no.
Because they had all
Aces and
these TNA
Eights.
stuff.
Give me all your
Oh, my
merchandise.
goodness. Aces and Eights is out of control. Out of control.
Out of control. I think Sid Vicious should be an Aces and Eights. Powerbomb!
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 He could join the.
He should have
Aces
been.
and Eights, yeah.
He should be the president.
I love it. Love it.
Sid-
So I guess they opened the catalog and
They did.
Whoever is on the page that they open, that's who they're
Gotcha.
going to attack. That's who's going to pay the price for them not having any.
which
merchandise.
means I don't think they got a catalog. I think they got like a book of the TNA roster.
No, I think it's a catalog book.
But wait, so
Because
did
they have the merchandise stands, like what they. all
Yeah,
the
but they
stuff
also have the book of like the TNA wrestlers too.
at venues.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes,
I
they
think
do.
it was a merchandise catalog.
Oh, you mean like those lists where they say this star is going to be here,
Yeah.
and then when certain
Oh no!
certain
it's,
sparks go there, the stars aren't there.
No, but it's like
Small
a,
print
it's
on the
like a
bottom,
whole
color
book of the
substance
TNA roster. You know, it says where they're from, the biography and stuff
I
like
don't know. I
that.
think it was a merchandise.
All
book didn't look that
it's,
big.
It's whatever.
Hey, we don't know. I don't know. It wasn't that clear to me. You didn't even watch it, so it's
No, I
speculation.
saw that part.
It's speculatory. You saw it on the internet though.
So?
It's a small screen. You can't see it clearly. Is
Oh
what
my
I'm saying.
God.
What? Oh my god! You can't see it clearly.
Sign language for you.
That's stupid.
We take a look back at AJ Styles' history and his return to TNA. Yay! Bobby
How did it
Roode-
feel? How did it feel to be Well, it's not
How's
the
it
impact
feel to be
zone.
back?
But how did it feel
Felt
to be
pretty
back?
good. You know, I still have emotions in me.
Yeah, you have some
Felt pretty good.
anger.
You weren't
Yeah.
smiling at
Yeah,
all.
I do have anger. I have a lot
Some anger
to.
after a alright match, I guess.
I have a lot of anger built up. I'm upset.
Cheating on your wife, doing drugs,
No.
joining biker gangs.
Yeah. She's saying stuff about you, but then at the very end, after she's done, says she doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
Did you notice that they added more stuff?
Did they?
Yeah, I guess they took some stuff out. Not big things, really small stuff. Like they didn't have the kids in the first time.
Ah,
them
now
in
we're
there
bringing the
playing
kids into play
Playing
now.
with trucks and stuff, whatever.
Blah.
Yeah.
There's the key.
She was talking more, not that much more, but she added some stuff.
Next, we got Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. They find Sting backstage.
Who are wearing some interesting shirts.
I hate them.
I don't understand why.
Well,
but-
first off,
love-
during this the James Storm segment with
Bad
Christopher
influence.
Daniels and Kazarian,
Bad influence.
Bad
who are by the way dressed up as the Road
Legion-
Warriors,
No, the Legion of Boom, they're
the
called.
Legion of
Well,
Boom.
they were dressed up like the Legion of Doom.
Right.
No, they're called
But
the Legion
when
of
they
Boom.
did it, it was the Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
But they openly referenced that it was
Yes.
Legion of Doom.
Right. So then James Storm comes out and says something along the lines of the Legion of Doom was a lot bigger,
Ugh.
something else, and then he says, and they were a lot more over.
Ah.
We all know how much John loves this.
It's okay if the WWE did it though.
No, WWE pulls it off once in a blue moon.
It's
Like,
a different
would-
fan base though.
It
You
is a
can't-
different fan. I understand that. But now it's it's wrestling terms all the time now.
Good.
Okay.
You know who
so,
doesn't like that? You know who doesn't like when people do that?
What?
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair doesn't use it.
Ric Flair doesn't like it when people that aren't in the business do it. Like if we do it, he doesn't like it.
Oh.
Fans do it, he doesn't like it.
Well, he can screw off.
Yes.
So
We-
John,
Heel, face,
John
botch,
is my
rib.
point is John is the new Ric Flair.
Well, here's what I'm thinking now. Just when a superstar comes out, they should name what he is. So say if it's Chavo Guerrero, babyface, and that's it.
Yes.
Hernandez,
babyface. It should be before their name.
Yes, perfect. Just like
Chavo Babyface Guerrero.
yeah, there we go. That works. Bully
No, it
Ray, generic heel.
Generic faction heel leader
There we go.
taking over the world.
Love it. But yeah, we do have an okay match. I saw
Yeah,
clips
it wasn't-
and
it
bits
wasn't
and
alright.
pieces of it.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
And then, like I was saying before, the interesting shirts that Bobby Roode and Austin Aries are
Dirty
wearing.
heel.
Dirty heels.
The promo wasn't bad though for Christopher Daniels and Frank
No,
Kazarian.
it was
He
good.
can cut a promo. It's just the gimmick is stupid.
I know.
That's it.
I know.
I was actually switching back and forth between this and Seed of Chucky.
Wow.
Ready to plug the Chucky movie.
This is why you would have missed TNA for Cedar Chucky.
Because it's just...
Why do I watch TNA anymore?
No, I did watch it. I watched this
You were flipping through channels.
just through commercials.
At some point, I gave up.
Through commercials.
TNA beat me. I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore.
I mean, it's not a bad movie.
Last night.
It's so stupid.
It is stupid. No,
What?
we just plugged it.
WCW had them.
Yes, I know they did. If you remember,
Chucky on WCW, I
Yes.
remember that.
He
And
was-
RoboCop.
RoboCop, Sting, got those metal bars out for Sting.
Yeah, he helped him,
He
right?
was so strong,
Of
RoboCop.
course, he's a RoboCop.
Exactly. He's a robot.
As
Cop.
the Four
In case you
Horsemen
couldn't
run
tell from the
away,
name. I'm sorry, go ahead.
the Four Horsemen just ran away, afraid of RoboCop.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go up against...
Yeah,
Did you see the movie?
Yeah,
Did you see that gun he has?
No, you got a point. You got a point.
Insane. What's Ric Flair going to do? Slap his chest?
Woo!
That would've been hilarious,
Yeah, that would've been
though.
hilarious.
Like break his hand.
Oh!
He should have tried it.
I didn't
That's the
think
case
of
of WCW not capitalizing on potential golden moments.
Yes, that would have been a golden. I would have liked that. That would have actually been kind of
That
cool.
could have totally made it on the show.
Yes.
They should. You know, Ric Flair's gonna be at WrestleCon. We should tell him that. We should go.
Well,
we'll
no,
bring-
get it-
Ric Flair, I'm not. None of my money is going to
Hold
go
on,
to
hold on,
Ric
what would you
Flair's
tell him?
alimony.
Hey, get a time machine.
Yeah,
Go back
go
and tell
back.
your old self. Hey, chop,
No.
RoboCop.
Mr. Expensive Ric Flair,
I-
$50 a
Yeah,
photo
I
op.
refuse.
My God.
I will not allow any of my funds to be directed towards
At least Bret Hart's like $20.
Ric Flair's alimony. He could work for that money himself.
Wow, loving it, man. Love it.
It's the truth.
Powerbomb.
Figure four.
Woo! Woo! Powerbomb. Do the dance.
You know,
Yeah,
they
gotta
can't
join in.
see us.
They can't see it.
They
but
can't
they'll
see
laugh.
it.
Yeah, they can't
They'll
see
laugh.
us.
It's in reference to a review I'll do in the future.
Yeah, he'll do it next week. Sometime next week, I guess.
Next week.
But James Storm versus Christopher Daniels, like an okay match. James Storm wins. But AJ Styles is back.
Yes, he makes a run in.
I
He
guess
first attacks.
I cut my. He has to get a haircut, by the way. It's looking a little ridiculous.
He's going through some stuff.
Is he going through some stuff?
I feel like I know.
He first attacked Bad Influence, and then after he cleared the ring, he attacked James Storm.
You give him a clothesline. So, yeah, I was just pretty... Well, I mean, obviously, with all the videos and stuff, I kind of knew that AJ Styles would end up being the heel. I don't know. Nothing really special from this.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that he's back.
Yeah, well, in some aspect he's back.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll still be phenomenal.
Well,
Maybe motorcycle.
Maybe.
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle
That's it.
gang.
That's motorcycle styles.
That actually wouldn't be bad for me.
Motorcycle
I like it.
styles.
I like it. Next,
Living on the other side of the tracks.
we got to look at Wes Briscoe beating Kurt Angle. Yay. Joseph Park comes out to the ring, does his promo, and Matt Morgan hits
Oh,
the ring.
another one they referenced was when he mentioned something about Chicago. Taz said that he was going for a cheap pop.
Yeah.
You remember
I
that?
hate you so much, Taz. Except for your laugh.
No, Taz is awful. Taz needs to stop.
You need to stop. I love it.
Well, I'm gonna make an unceremonious leave. Gotta go.
Wow.
Gotta
Adios.
go. Now you could.
Yeah, I gotta
You
go.
could You don't need me here to bury TNA this week. I'm not going to defend it.
Well, you can't bury TNA because it was amazing.
Because they're running wild.
See you Sunday, Rob.
I will see you Sunday, and I will have one fun show. Right? Put the show on Sunday, we're going to have a great time.
I think it'll be a good show.
It'll
Of
be a great
course.
show.
They're gonna bury me at the same
Well,
time.
no, I'm just saying because we'll have
No,
some-
trust me. They're gonna bury me at the same time.
It'll be
I'm
good.
calling it right
Well,
now.
I can't see the future, but if
I
you
can
set
see the
your-
future, trust
if you
me.
set yourself
Oh, you can
up
see the
for
future.
it,
Goodbye, Rob.
Team 4-star reference.
it's real American.
So, yeah, AJ Styles is back. Good. No, he's not good. He's heel.
Oh no, I know.
Whatevs.
Yeah, he's gone. Oops, I said that on there.
Yeah. Only John and I get that. Well, we'll clue
We'll
you guys
try to
in.
explain it one time. Next is wait, before we forget, Kurt Angle's attacked.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Now,
Oh
now, if I'm not mistaken, this is because apparently that's the page they turn to,
no! I guess so.
right? So, yeah, another Aces and Eights attack. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
What you gonna do?
and we got a match next week: Joseph Park versus Matt Morgan.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that segment that we mentioned like 2 seconds ago.
Yes. Okay. Joseph Park. Who cares? Matt Morgan. Who cares?
Matt Morgan, an incredible laugh, an evil laugh that he put out there. I was
Something like that. Or was it
so intimidated.
Was it the Taz laugh? Ha 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 ha!
It was kind of. It kind of was actually, if you could believe that.
Wow. So Sting gets jumped. Kurt Angle gets jumped. Poor
Yep.
Kurt Angle. Yeah. It's just Aces and Eights doing their thing, beating up
Yep.
people. It's main event time as we get Sting versus Austin Aries. Okay.
Yeah, I was actually looking forward to this match. I do like, I respect both of these guys. Sting's one of the older guys. Austin Aries has been very impressive thus far. Again, I mean this could highlight a pay-per-view, and it probably has at some point when I wasn't watching TNA, but and I'll go back and check that out. But yeah, I mean these guys work pretty well together.
Yeah.
So.
And
I would like to find out how long Sting's been wrestling with a shirt on, though.
yeah, right. This is
funny because
crazy.
it
now.
doesn't seem like he's in bad shape.
No, it doesn't.
There are other wrestlers that I've seen who could use a shirt.
Actually, at one point, this was going back to the last WCW where Ric Flair wore a shirt because he was so out of shape.
Yeah, and he looked disgusting.
Hey, have you seen that? The last Raw? Raw
The
Nitro.
last Nitro, yeah.
He looked horrible.
The reason I think they had that was because the first match ever on
Yeah.
Nitro was Ric Flair and Sting.
No, not the first match, but it was
The first edition, right? First edition.
something
of
like
Nitro.
that. Something like that, but yeah, it is for what it is. I mean, if he wants to wear a shirt, be my guest.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want,
No,
if he
I
doesn't want to
don't
wear
mind it. It's not like me saying, "Oh, take it off, Sting."
But
It's
you
just like
if he had a gut, okay, keep it on. But he doesn't have a gut though. I mean,
at
he's
least not that we can see you. You know.
I mean, it doesn't seem like he doesn't have a. You know what? Going back to that Nitro, it's the first time Lex Luger. So yes, it was that they faced each other, but it wasn't the first match.
Okay.
It was Ric Flair versus Sting, but way later on the show.
All right.
So next we get a Aces and Eights comes out and another promo, and then
A Sting beatdown.
Oh, we got a Sting. I missed that.
There was a Sting beatdown.
I missed that. Oh, and then Hulk Hogan calls the cavalry, and they get killed.
Yeah, the cavalry comes out, gets all
Jeff
excited.
Hardy, Samoa Joe, Magnus,
Kurt Angle. I'm forgetting somebody.
Joseph Park.
No, and Robbie. No, I don't know if Joseph Parks came out.
Yeah, he came out.
Did he?
Yeah.
I remember Robbie E. No, Robbie T.
Robbie T.
Rob Terry came out also. So it appears he has chosen a side.
Team TNA.
Because earlier during the Robbie T match, actually, Taz said something along the lines of, I gotta talk to the guys about Robbie T.
Uh-oh.
But, take that for what it's worth. I think it was just a comment, just to throw that out there, because, again, Rob Terry appears to have been aligned with
Yes.
TNA. So.
And that, they have a big brawl once again to end Impact.
Mm-hmm. Bully Ray says something, you
It's a
know,
Hulk Hogan, and
just a taunt, you know.
it seems like they're building Hulk Hogan to save the company.
Right.
Uh,
I can't wait for Hogan to make his return to the ring and beat Bully Ray for the TNA
yeah, that's what it seems like it's gonna
World
happen.
Heavyweight Championship.
So that ends TNA. Not one of the best editions of TNA, not one of the worst. It's medium.
It's there. It's just one of those editions, you know.
It's forgettable.
Some are hits, some are misses. This was
A miss.
Yeah, I guess a miss. But I mean,
It's forgettable. Yeah, you forget like this never, like that TNA never happened.
yeah, all this was supposed to do was further the Aces and Eights storyline, just
That's
show, confirm, you know, it's because not everyone watches the pay-per-view.
Did Taz have
So
any,
it's just
did you see any funny comments during the whole
oh boy.
anything?
Anything at all. Well, he gave Bully Ray a hug in the beginning.
Oh God.
I really don't see the purpose of Taz being in Aces and Eights.
What?
I do
then
understand.
We can't get that evil laugh.
No. But I mean, he doesn't have to be in Aces and Eights.
No,
he
no, I know
could
what you
just
mean.
he could just be a heel commentator.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
you're right. That
Because-
would be perfect.
Because he doesn't get to hang out in the clubhouse or anything.
He doesn't get that.
It's like he's like that one member in the club that the kids don't. They let him in, but he's not really in the club.
You're in our club, but you have to hang outside the club. You're
Yeah.
not allowed in, but you have to hang out. Like
And it also kind of makes sense
Far
that
away.
It also kind of makes sense that looking back, why Bully Ray was never really able to attack Taz, or never did attack Taz,
Yeah.
because it was dumb. It was a dumb thing that said that Taz would disappear whenever Bully Ray came out. But then
Very true.
when Taz comes back out, Bully Ray can't come back out.
Yep.
But I mean,
that's TNA. Spoilers are out for the 21st. Wait on it, or
well, let's do it.
I guess the road thing's no longer TNA going on the road.
I guess they couldn't pay that off. It was a nice little run, very short run, incredibly quick run.
Well, it's in Chicago.
All right.
The last night after our live show. Oh boy. Sorry, I have to say this, man. Kenny King.
No. Wait a minute. Was he even on this edition of Impact?
No.
That's why it was so good.
Good.
I rescind everything. This was the greatest edition of TNA Impact I have seen since before Kenny King was signed by TNA.
Want to guess who you defeated?
Zima Ion, right?
And?
Who? Oh, I don't know. RVD,
No.
Christian York.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Sanjay Dutt.
What?
Yeah. What?
Oh, so they do have another X Division competitor. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
James Storms interrupts Mike today interviewing AJ Styles. Did AJ Styles attack James Storm or no?
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
he did? Okay.
He clotheslined him after he made this, well, quote, save.
Hulk Hogan makes Magnus versus Joe versus Angle versus Jeff Hardy for the #1 contenders match later on.
All right, let's do this. Magnus versus Angle versus Joe versus
Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. Okay.
And
Why is Magnus there?
I don't know.
What-
Why is he there?
Why?
Why, out of all people?
Let me get it. Angle.
Joe.
Okay, Joe's the one that was. Alright, okay. Yeah, why is Magnus there? Why is he even there?
Well, because he's on Team TNA and
Oh, well,
won.
excuse me. That's,
they won, so...
that's the reward.
Next we get
What about Sting then?
Sting. Well, Hulk Hogan's mad at Sting, so Sting's going to go to Aces and Eights. And boom!
Hmm.
What are you looking at?
He can now go back to Joker Sting.
Yes. No. Stop
Yes.
it. Stop it. Matt Morgan beat Joseph Parks, go figure. Bobby Roode and Austin Aries beat Chavo Guerrero Hernandez.
Okay, are those two teams ever going to stop? Like,
Never.
Okay.
And we'll get Bad Influence and just those three going on forever. Brooke Hogan fires Terrell as a knockout referee, but rehires her as a wrestler. And Bully Ray interrupts and shoves Brooke Hogan to the ground.
Uh-oh. I think I know someone who'd like this segment.
Yeah, but you had to leave.
Who would actually probably say, "Oh, he should have punched her down." You know exactly what I'm talking
now
about.
I know what you're talking about. Oh boy! And Jeff Hardy beat Magnus, Joe and Angle. He's the #1 contender again. Go
Oh
figure.
my gosh!
Again.
Really?
Yes. But I think there's gonna be a twist with Brooke.
Well, no, actually, I probably should have seen that coming. Jeff Hardy did just lose it.
Oh no,
Apparently,
Wait.
Apparently, there's no rematch clauses
I
in TNA.
do see Brooke going with Bully Ray.
Because okay, hey, who knows? Who knows? It's at this point, anything's a possibility. If Bully Ray can be president of a stable,
Yep.
then anything is possible.
Because it actually makes Brooks leading her father, same thing as Bully Ray's Bully Ray's doing.
Uh-huh.
And at the time, she's like, and she just turns heel. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but
And I don't know how she's going to be received as a heel, or how she's going to pull off being a heel. Rob thinks she's a bad actor. You think she's a bad actress. I think she's the best actor in wrestling history.
you were fired yesterday. A couple of, and there's not much news to talk about, but there's a RVD comments on his contract status and returning to WWE. Of course, I have been reading a lot of tweets concerning my contract as of late with TNA. Questions such as, is it true your contract is up? Has your contract expired? Are you signing with TNA? Are you joining WWE? What's the deal? I appreciate all the questions. I'm happy you brought it up. Happy to address it, just not right now. I plead the fifth due to the grounds it may be determined about the ongoing business affairs. Thank you for understanding, and that's it. So,
He definitely didn't write that himself.
no, definitely not. Wow, interesting.
Hmm.
What do you think's going on? Do you think we're gonna see him back in TNA, or is he going to WWE?
I don't know. I mean, if he wanted to stay, I figure he would have
Signed by now.
signed by now. But I mean, he loves his happy time,
Yes, he does. We all know what happy time is.
and it seems like WWE doesn't appreciate it when he does it.
No.
TNA doesn't seem to care.
Of course not.
So I mean, if you were RVD and you loved
Doing what you're doing.
that kind of stuff, where would you stay?
TNA.
You know?
TNA. Possible stipulation for the Triple H and Lesnar match.
Oh goodness, this is going to be amazing.
Hell in a Cell is considered being one of these stipulations for Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Your thoughts, Ant-Man?
Well, since we're going, I kind of would like it because I want to see a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah,
But-
that would be a first for me as well.
But the fact is, I mean, come on. How often do they really use the cell anymore anyway?
I know. Good point.
I mean, other than the Ryback CM Punk spot where they actually climbed it at the end of the match,
Yeah. That's it.
they haven't really used it that much. Even the end of an era match,
Did he even use it at all?
I mean, you didn't even really need the cage.
Yeah.
Who is going to interfere?
That's good point. You're
You know?
right.
Well, and those throws into the cage, come on, really? You can just do it into the barricade.
Well, I think this would be a bloodbath though between the two.
It would make sense if it could. It would make sense if it was.
I think that's what's gonna
I for
happen.
one would prefer this over the rumored UFC style.
That's
fight.
supposedly just dropped. It's no longer.
It has to be.
I hope.
Why that was even considered? That's gotta whoever
Bad
came
creative.
came up with that idea has to be the one Vince just fired.
Well, now they're hiring two. Now they're actually news broke again. Well, today, not again. Sorry. That they're looking for two new creative people.
You know what they're gonna do? Sign two non-creative people.
Yes. Go figure.
Because I don't understand why these companies, they're fooling themselves by thinking, oh, we want someone creative, but then they'll go after somebody who just doesn't fit in that business.
Very true.
You know, I don't understand it.
Let's see what else is going on. Update on CM Pork. CM Pork. My God, I'm
Nice.
so
That's a nice
exhausted.
one. That's a good one.
I am so tired. CM Punk's injury. He actually is suffering an arm injury.
Okay.
They said it was his knee, but that's a total not true. That's not even his knee. It is his arm. Just get through WrestleMania. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just keep him away from the ring. You can keep him away from the ring for 3 weeks.
That's it.
They did it while he was champ.
Do it.
I mean, just do that again. I mean, there's nothing he can do physically. Well, I mean, he could probably do a spot where he tries to jump the Undertaker but runs away instead. That's fine. But yeah, just let him heal up until WrestleMania. This is going to be interesting because that would probably mean I wonder how long it would take CM Punk to heal. Because how good would this match be if both were not at 100%? You know?
Very true. What else? Flair, as we said before, is going to be at the big WrestleCon event. Jimmy Uso got arrested? Oh, man.
Yeah, he
Tired.
did. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, he did get arrested. Again.
DUI.
Some people just don't learn, man.
But it's not like it's Jack Swagger or anything.
Is this strike 2?
For Jimmy Uso?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I believe it is. I know he's. I know he was arrested before. I don't know for what though. But I mean, it won't be a loss if he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, what they really just featured on main event.
Yeah, that's it.
That's about it. So.
That's it. That's pretty much news for wrestling. Obviously, someone posted all of Undertaker's matches and ranking them.
Okay.
All 20 matches.
His best matches.
Yes, from worst WrestleManias to his top. So at number 20, Taker versus King Kong Bundy. I agree that should be bottom of the totem pole. It's King Kong Bundy. It wasn't nothing exciting. It was okay. Not the greatest. It's King Kong Bundy.
Yeah,
You're limited on what you can do with King Kong Bundy. Undertaker versus Big Boss Man. I hated this match.
Oh, was this the match with the Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, he hung him at the end.
That was a cool image, though.
It was a cool image. At the end, it was.
But it doesn't take away. It doesn't take away the fact that it doesn't change the fact that the match sucked.
Yeah.
That's pretty terrible.
Johnny Gonzalez versus The Undertaker.
I was actually surprised that this wasn't just dead last.
Yeah.
Because this was pretty bad too.
It was bad. Not a classic. It's okay. I mean,
the guy was huge.
He was huge, but I give Taker credit.
And his attire was hilarious.
Yeah. I can't even explain it. It's so funny.
It's like a full body suit.
Yes.
With a drawn on muscles and all that stuff.
Jake Roberts versus The Undertaker. I mean, I thought this was better than Gonzalez and the rest of the matches.
Absolutely, it was. Yeah.
There was a couple of good moments where he tombstone pile drivers him on the outside.
Yeah.
And gets the one like that. So, and I believe Taker was face.
Okay.
Beginning to become face.
Right.
Because Roberts was heel and.
Was he drunk?
No. We know Roberts at his heyday. We didn't do any of this.
All right.
So, maybe he did. Who knows? But he cut great promos with The Undertaker, and there's one that I remember at the funeral parlor where he slammed his hand, like Roberts took the urn, put it in the casket. Undertaker went for it and slammed the casket on his hand.
Ouch.
And beat him with a chair. And that's what I remember of that whole. That's how that feud got started. So, Psycho Sid versus The Undertaker.
This
WrestleMania 13.
This should be on the lower half of. I actually remember this because I rewatched WrestleMania 13 not too long ago, and this match was it was odd. You know, you had 2 run-ins from Bret Hart.
2?
Yeah, he came out twice to interfere in the match. No, actually, the first time was before the match officially begun. Then he showed up towards the end, and actually something he did. He got up on the apron on the outside of the ring. Psycho Sid grabbed him, and then he did the thing where he pulls the head down.
Oh,
Psycho Sid's head bounces off the ropes, turns around into the tombstone pile driver, and the match is over. Kind of underwhelming, but
interesting. 15 Undertaker versus Jimmy Snuka. It's Jimmy Snuka. It's enough said.
Yeah, all he ever the only highlight is him jumping off the cage.
Yeah, that's it. Undertaker versus Mark Henry, a casket match. I hate Mark Henry. Is enough said.
I figure you thought this would be lower on the match?
A little lower.
Okay. I'm trying to remember this match, and I do remember a couple spots. Of course, Undertaker jumping clean over the ropes, and then another one where he gave Mark Henry the last ride, but only because Henry was already on top of him because he was on the ropes.
Yep. It's the only way you can lift him up anyway, I think. If you're the Undertaker.
Yeah, exactly.
WrestleMania 19, Undertaker versus Big Show versus Prince Tensai A-Train.
Big Show and A-Train. They're on the
Yes.
same team.
Yes, they are.
On the same team. And I
It's
believe
a
that
handicap match.
the reason it was a handicap match was because they attacked Undertaker's tag team partner.
Yep, Nathan
Nathan
Jones.
Who? Nathan Jones.
Yeah. Who? Nathan Jones.
Not
Who?
Matt Morgan.
Nathan Jones.
Yeah, this was alright. I mean, just a handicap match. Obviously, Undertaker's going to get dominated for most of it. Nathan Jones did make his appearance, so.
Yeah, he did. WrestleMania 20, Undertaker versus Kane. Undertaker comes back. I like this match.
Now, this was number 12 on the list. My only gripe with this match was it was so short.
It was. It was very short.
I
didn't realize
didn't
how
even
short
realize.
it was. You know why? Because Taker's entrance was so damn long.
Yeah. The build-up for this match was really good.
Oh, the mind
it was
games?
great
I loved
because
it.
it
And
started
also
off,
at the Royal Rumble. That's how you do storylines.
No, not even. It started at Survivor Series.
No, Survivor Series, but it first started at the Royal Rumble.
Well, that was the first sign that he would return.
Yes.
If you look officially when that feud started.
No, Survivor
It
Series.
was
I
Survivor Series.
understand that.
But isn't that amazing
But he had
how they started it so
He had
early?
the funeral for the Undertaker, but then forgot about it.
Yeah,
Like
but
once
so
that
did the
he
fans.
did something else.
Right. So
Just like a normal storyline would. You forget about it, and all of a sudden, Royal Rumble, you hear the gong, and
But that was brilliant because like you said, it starts at Survivor Series. He buries him alive. Undertaker, he's gone for a while, and Kane just moves on to other stuff.
Exactly.
He terrorizes other people.
And then they do what.
And then at
right.
the Royal Rumble, the gong just who
And then
who
you
expects that?
get the creepy videos.
And
It
then
all worked.
working from Royal Rumble, he plays mind games with Kane
Yep.
and finally makes a return. Where is that? Where is that? I'm not talking about a half-ass year-long feud where they don't even come into contact with each other all
Yeah.
the time. I'm talking about a storyline where it's done so well, where one of them doesn't even have to show up until WrestleMania.
Yep. And that was Undertaker pretty much.
And basically, Kane was the one selling that feud.
Yeah.
Because he was the one who was, being tormented at that time. Think about that. He had to sell that feud on his own.
He did.
Brilliant job. And
Yeah.
now that I think about that, because this is the first time I really think about that, that's just a phenomenal job on his part, a great job on Creative's part. But again, this was back 2004.
Yeah, right?
2003, 2004. So sad that we have to go back that far to find a feud where they actually really put some time and effort into it. Looking back at WrestleMania 20, they had a lot of good feuds.
I
going into
love WrestleMania 20.
I mean, you had the Chris Jericho-Christian feud. Even that,
Oh, well, the WrestleMania 20 we'll get to.
Well, yeah, we got off track there, but I mean, that's the point, I mean, this, even a rematch between Kane and Undertaker that doesn't really mean much in hindsight, still came off good.
Yeah.
Again, I would have liked it a little longer, but for what it's worth, it ended up being okay.
Number 11, Diesel versus Undertaker.
I remember this. I was actually rooting for Diesel at the time.
Of course you were.
Yes, I was.
For two guys that are pretty big,
Yeah.
it worked well.
Two big men, usually these are snore fests. But,
Yeah.
no, this was good. It was really good. And I wish we can get these big man matches again.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
We just don't get them anymore.
It'd be nice, because eventually Show's going to retire, and Undertaker's going to retire.
Yeah.
So that eliminates the big guys right there, so.
Yeah. And Kane is in his 40s.
He's going to retire
He's in
too.
his 40s, so.
10, Taker versus Triple H.
Which
WrestleMania
one?
17.
WrestleMania. Oh, the first one.
Yes.
The
this
first one.
This one I liked, because it went all over the place.
Yeah.
There were some good spots in the match, where they went, I guess, over to that.
I can't believe. Well, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They went over to, I don't know what, maybe like a lift or something. I don't know what it was.
Mm.
But it was had a bunch of cameras on it and stuff like that, and Taker chokeslammed Triple H off it,
Okay.
if I believe. But all in all, a good match. I like this one.
Good.
WrestleMania 18, Flair versus Undertaker.
This is number 9. I don't understand why this is in the top 10.
I did not like this match at all. Number 8, Taker versus Randy Orton.
It's just there because Ric Flair's in it. That's all. The person making this list said, "Oh, Ric Flair, Undertaker." All right, up on the top 10.
8, Orton versus Taker. At this point, Randy Orton was a legend killer, so it kind of made sense storyline wise.
And I'll tell you what, I feel like this was the first time that they actually referenced that they put so much emphasis on the Undertaker streak.
And this was another storyline that was good.
Yeah.
Because also Taker played mind games with Orton.
Yeah.
You know,
But Orton was holding his own as well.
Yes, he did.
You know, he took it to the Undertaker really well also. And I also believe, when did he make his return? Because I do remember at one point,
A Survivor Series.
Randy Orton had gotten rid of. He thought he had gotten rid of the Undertaker.
And he comes back at Survivor Series.
He was the sole survivor,
Yep.
and then the coffin came out.
Yep.
Everyone thought it would be Eddie Guerrero.
Yep. Stop it.
But it was the Undertaker.
I almost agreed with you there for a second. That's why I'm so tired.
No, but I mean, it was again Survivor Series. What was it about this year's Survivor Series?
I can actually see that. Just Eddie Guerrero. I lied about my dad. It's so bad, but I can see that happening.
But
just now the FBI's after him now. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
right.
do that.
You haven't paid your taxes this month.
WrestleMania 23 is Batista versus Undertaker at number 7.
This-
One of Batista's probably best matches of his life, career. I don't care.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was.
And this was at a time where people were saying, "Oh, Batista can't wrestle."
Yes.
Well, no, he did awesome against this. Okay,
He did.
he did awesome in this match.
WrestleMania.
It's not like the Undertaker was carrying it.
Yeah.
Batista held his own as well.
WrestleMania 13, I believe.
This is
Undertaker
WrestleMania
versus
14.
14. Sorry.
Undertaker versus Kane. Loved it. This was
Alright, so 6.
this was this is an example of having somebody lose a match but not be buried.
Yes, I keep forgetting 13 is Stone Cold and Bret Hart.
Right.
Correct.
Yes. This was again. This was another brilliant storyline between Kane and the Undertaker, and a brilliant storyline in general, where Kane had made his appearance at what was it, Bad Blood?
Yeah.
Okay. And over the course of this feud leading up to WrestleMania, Undertaker wouldn't fight Kane. Kane did everything he could to get Undertaker to fight him, burning him in the casket, attacking him at any point in time.
Yeah.
Even though at some point faking an alliance, because I do remember DX, I think it was DX or Nation of Domination, attacking the Undertaker and Kane making the save.
Aha.
You know, and then Kane turned on him, and this was the first match between the two. Kane was the first ever to kick out of the tombstone pile driver, and then he did it again in the same match. So he's essentially the first and second person to kick out, and then the third one finally put him down. Kane dominated the whole match, and this is and he actually had the match won at one point. I rewatched it, and he had the Undertaker pinned, and pulled him up. And Jim Ross pointed that out. Wait, Kane had this. It's all about hurting the Undertaker, not about beating him. And Undertaker won this because of that. And again, this is what I mean by having a guy lose a match but not be buried, because Kane did still come out of that looking like a dominant force.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. Edge versus Undertaker at number 5 at WrestleMania 24.
Yeah. Yeah. This was really good.
I liked it. Really good match.
The spot I remember was the finish.
Yep.
Was Edge spearing Undertaker.
And he puts him in. I hated Taker. I hated the finish to that.
That was a no-sell.
No sell.
He no-sold the spear because he gets speared and then immediately locks on
the
he immediately locks on the Hell's Gate.
Which I hate. I hate that finisher so much. I don't want to talk about it. We're ending Triple H versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 27.
Okay. All right. This list is okay. I already know. I could already see which are the top 4, and I'm ashamed I didn't see it coming.
I know, right? Number 3.
So wait, number 4 was Undertaker Triple H.
Number 3 is the Undertaker Triple H WrestleMania 28.
The Hell in a Cell. Okay.
WrestleMania 26 is 2. Wow.
No, whoever made this list is just lazy now.
Yes. Well, like I said, I like the first one. The second one is also good, but the first one, thank you. That's the best one. Boom. I don't care what anyone says. This was number 1. This is one of Undertaker's best WrestleMania matches of his career.
It's not the best.
Next to Shawn Michaels. That's the first one is great. I don't care what anyone says. King of the Smart can say what he wants. This is number 1.
Well, I'll say again, this is where I stand. The storyline for WrestleMania 26's
worked.
was better.
Yes, it was. Storyline wise.
That's not even fair to say now that I think about it. Because the only reason that storyline works is because of WrestleMania 25.
Hello.
That's the reason that storyline was so good. Because that's what was eating away at Shawn Michaels and asked to put his career on the line.
Exactly.
To go. So you could say that, the storyline for WrestleMania 26 was better. And I have been one of those people to say that. But even now I have to probably retract that because if you don't have WrestleMania 25, the match between Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, the first one, you don't have the build up for WrestleMania 26's
It's so good.
rematch.
It's so good.
But I still think I don't understand why it's that high. Number 2. It shouldn't be a number 2.
No, sure, you're right. You're right. Maybe fix the list a little bit.
No, he just got lazy towards the end. That's
Yes.
what happened with this list.
You're
I mean,
right.
really, you look through all of them, and your top 4: Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
What I like to do is eventually get all the WrestleManias and get their main events
Mhm.
of each one, and try to come up with one of what's
A list
the
of
best
the best
main events for
By main
WrestleMania.
event, do you mean
The
like,
last match.
the last match?
Yes.
No matter what the last match is.
Yes.
Whether the title's on the line or not.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do that. That'd be
Which
fun.
would be nice. It would be something cool to do. They also have the best WrestleMania WWE Championship matches. That should be interesting.
Okay.
Let
Let me think of one that I would put on the top already. Let's see. Well, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar should be up there.
You are right.
Is it?
Actually, 4 or 5.
Okay. All right. I was just throwing one out there. That should be up there.
10 is Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage at WrestleMania 5.
Okay.
I've seen the match. It's
I would
really
imagine
good.
that another match that has to be on there is WrestleMania 20's Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Steven Richards.
Wow. No.
No?
I don't know. I don't know if it's on there.
We'll
Steve,
see.
I like how you said it. Number 9, Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 20.
Yeah, of another very overlooked match. It's always overlooked,
Yeah.
and I don't understand why. It was great.
It was.
Leading up to that point, when I was watching WrestleMania 20, that was my favorite match.
And Eddie
Kurt Angle
Guerrero
versus
won the
Eddie
title.
Guerrero. Yeah. He defended it, actually.
Yes, he did.
He went in there. I was rooting for Kurt Angle, but, I don't hate Eddie.
Okay. No,
I didn't
understand.
hate Eddie at the time, so.
Steve Austin versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14.
Yeah, I figured that'd be up there,
Very
too.
good match. And HBK was injured going into the match,
Yeah.
so I give him
Lots of
the
credit.
credits due. Of course, is going to be on the list. Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant WrestleMania 3.
Well, it's got to be.
I'll actually get into WrestleMania 3 in a second, because I watched it. I watched some of it, not all of it. The Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. I understand this. It's face versus face. Basically, you're taking over for now, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
This is essentially...
It's a really good match.
It really is. And
It
it
really
kills
is.
anybody... It's amazing because I remember not too long ago I heard somebody say Hogan's never had a good match.
Yeah.
That's a load of garbage.
Yeah.
Because he has.
He has.
And the two that come to mind are Ultimate Warrior,
And Rock.
The Rock. So don't tell me Hogan can't perform on a big stage. Or could never perform on a big stage.
Cena versus Shawn Michaels. That was also good, but I like the one in England better.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
No selling.
You're talking about the
The one he no-sold.
one on Raw, where they went for close to an hour.
Yep. Randy Savage versus Ric Flair. Another good one. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle. There you go.
Number 3. Wait, I'm sorry, what was number 4?
Randy Savage versus Ric Flair.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle number 2. Upset.
Number
this is
three.
not number 1.
Number
Shawn
2.
Michaels
This-
versus Bret Hart. at
Yeah, this is
WrestleMania.
number 2.
This is number 2.
Yeah.
And number
Shawn Michaels
1.
versus Bret Hart Iron Man match. Number 1 better be good. Wait, let's take a guess.
I forgot. I saw the list and I completely forgot.
Oh, so you saw this list before?
I saw the list.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can go back and think about. It's not Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit, is it?
Steve Austin versus The Rock.
At WrestleMania 17. Okay. I don't think it was as good a match as Shawn Michaels Bret Hart, though.
Yeah, you're right.
It wasn't. I'll say that right now. No, this list. No, not a bad list. I mean, the matches that are on this list deserve to be on the list. But, no. Wrestling-wise, Shawn Michaels Bret Hart was better than Stone Cold and The Rock.
You're right. You're right. It's like I said, it's an interesting list.
It is. But again, that's just my opinion. I mean, that's probably yours too, actually.
Yes. Like I said, we're gonna like I said, we're gonna go past WrestleManias, take their main event, get every main event pretty much, the last match, and try to come up with a list. It's gonna be interesting because remember, at one time, the first Wrestle, like if we were stay at that WrestleMania, growing up watching wrestling now, I think it'd be different.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a different crowd and stuff like that, and wrestling was different. As you have a bunch of submission holds now and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. You know, there's punches, clotheslines, kicks.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, stuff like
It
that.
was just a different time. That's all.
Yeah. So I definitely want to do that before WrestleMania. Like I said, I took a look at WrestleMania 3. I got through 5 matches.
Mhm.
And let me tell you, the first 4. The first match was okay. It was the Can-Am Connection with Rick Martel and Tom Zink defeating Bob Orton and the Magnificent Morocco.
Okay.
It was okay. It was good back and forth action for 5 minutes. Next was Billy Jack Hayes and Hercules with Bobby Heenan fought to a double count out. So stupid. So stupid. But it was... I have nothing. You know what the Hercules finisher was?
Was it the claw?
No.
The greatest finisher?
No, what was the masterpieces, Chris
Oh,
Masters.
the Master Lock?
Yeah, that was it.
Well, like a full Nelson?
Full Nelson, that was it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so that's... I said, okay, at best. Not the greatest. Hillbilly Jim and the Haiti Kid and Little Beaver versus King Kong Bundy, Little Tokyo, and Lord Littlebrook. Okay. Loser must bow match was... Oh, no, not... Sorry, mixed tag team match. Okay. Here's my problem with this match.
Uh-huh.
King Kong Bundy got disqualified
Okay.
for an elbow on a midget.
What?
Yes!
It was this midget in the match?
Yes!
That's uncalled for.
And Jesse Ventura, I loved it, goes, he's part of the match. This shouldn't be a disqualification.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's right. Why would... If the midget is in the match, he must have signed some sort of contract acknowledging that, you know, he knows he's going to be hit.
That's a load of garbage.
It is a load of garbage.
For once,
King
I
Kong
agree.
Bundy robbed.
Yes, he was robbed. And the way they set the rules, the big guys have to face the big guys and the midgets face the midgets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's like one of those intergender matches.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 4, Holly Race with Bobby Heenan and the Fabulous Moolah defeated the Junkyard Dog. Loser must bow. Junkyard Dog lost. It wasn't that great of a match. And next was the Dream Team of Greg Valentine and Brutus Beefcake versus the Rogue Brothers. Once again, just an okay tag match. And now I'm up to Roddy Piper versus Adrian Adonis. Hair versus hair, so it should be interesting. So yeah, the first 5 matches aren't great.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, this is like before people I think were holding WrestleMania up to standards.
Yes.
You know?
But yeah, they're not
To high standards, I should say.
so far it does not look good for WrestleMania 3. I mean, it's just my opinion as of what I watched so far. I'm gonna watch Roddy Piper and all the rest of them. I do want to see the Hart Foundation versus the British Bulldogs.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, Rick Steamboat versus Randy Savage. I've seen that match already. I can comment. Great match. Brilliant. As I said on the show, they went through every single spot.
Yeah, I remember.
Before the show started. And that's pretty cool. I like that. It means you want to put effort into the match.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, show what you guys can do. The Honky Tonk Man and Jake Roberts. I think I remember this. It was okay.
Okay.
Alice Cooper was with Jake the Snake. And then we have Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. And we all know what that's memorable for when Hulk Hogan
absolutely, yeah.
slammed Andre the Giant.
Mm.
Everyone went nuts, and that pretty much did it.
Yeah,
that
history's
that
been written.
rose WrestleMania pretty much, and everyone talked about it. There's also like other stuff on the card. Butch Reed defeated Coco Beware in the 3-minute match.
Yeah.
Not that long.
Nice.
And Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov defeated the Killer Bees. Yeah, it's a 5-minute match. All these matches are short.
Yeah.
4 minutes, 4 minutes, 7, 5, 8. The longest match is Steamboat and Randy Savage.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Miss Elizabeth, oh my God, she's gorgeous.
Hmm.
She really is. Macho Man, good for you, man. Gotta admit, he did good for himself.
Agreed, yeah.
So that's WrestleMania 3. So as I've seen some of the matches on the card already, the only thing that looked good to me was Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah.
Other than that, you had Hulk Hogan versus Andre, probably the second best match on the card.
Yeah.
And the rest of it just it sucked. If you watch it, you'd be like, "What the hell am I watching?"
Yeah.
So
yeah, you gotta be honest.
I'll get to WrestleMania 4 on Sunday because we are doing a Sunday show, special Sunday show for some odd mysterious reason, but we're doing Sunday. WrestleMania 4 is actually the tournament to crown the WWF champion.
That's right.
So a lot of watch to that. And I've never actually sat down and watched this WrestleMania fully.
Okay.
I've never done it, and this is like one of the because it's so long. There's 16 matches. There's 16. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. So, like I said, it should be interesting. I would definitely want to see it. So I will get on that some point down the road. Well, I got 2 days to do it, so I think I can pull it off. What else do we have? Anything else for today? Oh, World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
Team David Wright out.
Tough. Real tough.
He's
He's the one who's been winning the games.
Sent back to New York for a to get checked on. I actually like it.
Okay.
Saves him hopefully by breaking news.
Oh boy.
Dolphins just signed Dustin Keller.
Oh, they can have him.
Just really quick on that.
Just like anyone, yeah. Mark Sanchez definitely can't be the starter now because that was the one guy he had. He seemed to be able to throw to.
Really quick back to David Wright. It's a bad loss for Team USA, but this is good for the Mets.
Yeah.
He can rest, heal up. Hopefully, it's not serious. And so I was trying to, like I said, to explain to someone at work that
I thought you were going to say breaking news.
No.
David Wright out for the year.
That would hurt, to be honest. I was trying to explain to someone at work that okay, Wright can have this good WBC, but wait a minute. Okay, look at the Mets lineup.
Yeah.
1 and 2 have to get on base before anything. You can't hit solo home runs and doubles and count on Ike Davis or Duda.
It's a team sport.
It's a team sport. So, like I said, it's so good what he's doing in the WBC. It does suck that he did go down with this injury.
Yeah.
But like I said, just get better and just continue.
Get well soon, Dave.
Yeah. Do what you're doing. Just take what you had in WBC, bring it to the Mets, and go on.
Right.
But get well. Hopefully he's fine. Nothing serious. A little back pain. But I'm happy he's out of the WBC. This hurts the Team USA, though.
It does.
It does hurt Team USA.
Lot.
They're not out yet.
A lot, yeah.
Big game tonight against Puerto Rico. Elimination game.
Yeah. That's right.
Elimination game. Who is your pick for tonight? Can Team USA...
Who are they up against?
Puerto Rico. And they beat Puerto Rico 7-1 last time.
Yeah, with David Wright, though. I don't know. Puerto Rico's going to be looking for blood. But, I think the USA can still pull it off.
I think so, too.
Because even though David Wright was the one getting those big hits, the Team USA was, still getting on base. They looked really good, so I'll go Team USA.
I think so as well. So I think they go into the final. They should. I mean, it's only Puerto Rico. If they lose, so be it.
Yeah.
We get it. We're still gonna get a good WBC anyway. So
yeah. Yeah, it's picked up. So
Yes, it has. It was slow at first, but it's picking up slowly.
yeah,
Games-
of course, it always starts off slow because you have those teams who don't usually play baseball. They're just there. They're a bunch of noobs, but
Bunch of noobs.
it's the best way to put it.
So that's pretty much baseball. Like I said, spring training is still going on as we're nearing there's 3 weeks away till spring training is over and we got the real season started.
Yeah.
Patriots signed Donald Jones. I don't know why they signed him. He wasn't that good for Buffalo. Ed Reed, possibility going to San Francisco.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Yes, it would be. And what's his name? Right.
Didn't somebody else from the Anquan Bolden went?
Yes,
to
he
San
did.
Francisco? Okay.
Interesting, huh?
I see what's going on here.
You see what's going on?
I
Because
do.
I see what's going on. And by the way,
Harbaugh is stealing his little brother's players. Well played.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It is interesting.
Hmm.
And he only gave a 6th round pick for Bolden. 6th round
Holy
pick.
cow. And he's going to be more effective than Randy Moss. So,
Yeah. All right. I think Randy Moss is gone anyway. Steven Jackson found a new home.
Yeah.
He's going to be with the Falcons. Good sign by them.
It is.
Because
It is.
Jackson's
If
a
he
great
can stay
running
healthy,
back.
though.
If he can stay healthy, he's a great running back. Good for fantasy.
Yeah.
Good for fantasy. But I saw the Falcons. I think they should have done it this year.
Uh-huh.
They had everything go their way, but 2nd round,
Yeah.
dooms them again. And they're okay. They're a
Second
good
round,
team.
second half.
They're a good team, but I don't like Matt Ryan though.
Hmm.
I think he's overrated. That's just my opinion. I've never been a Matt Ryan fan. How many times can you go 13 and 4
Something and losing the...
and losing the playoffs? It's just like Houston Texans. How many games did they win? Close to 12, 13 games this year?
Yeah. But, I mean, even then you saw them... You saw it coming that they weren't going to make it deep into the playoffs
Yes.
either. Because, they had that... they had a commanding record. Then towards the end, they got killed by the Patriots. Then they start losing a couple games. They lose the number 1 and number 2 seed. They barely beat the Bengals. And then, obviously they're going to lose the next game.
Yeah. The draft is 41 days away. There is talks of Geno Smith.
Okay.
Where do you think he lands on the board? Obviously, Oakland needs a quarterback. He can be taken at 3. Arizona needs a quarterback desperately.
Yeah.
And also, my Buffalo Bills need a quarterback desperately. So, out of these teams that need
What
quarterbacks...
about the Jaguars?
Another but I think there's... why they sold on Blaine Gabbert, I have no idea. I think they're going to give him one more year. But remember, this is not the year of quarterbacks for once.
Yeah.
There's not a good quarterback out there. Geno Smith has capability.
Uh-huh.
He can be an okay quarterback in this league. Would it be a good upgrade for Buffalo? Yes.
Right.
I'd give him a shot. There's other quarterbacks in this draft, but what I've seen from Geno Smith, I'd give him a shot.
That's tough. I just don't see him lasting that long.
So you think
That's what she said.
You think that Oakland's going to take him?
I wouldn't be surprised
Out of all
if
the-
Jacksonville took him too.
Jacksonville does need a quarterback,
But
but it looks like they're going after offensive linemen and defensive ends,
yeah.
which they need desperately because their offensive line's terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Not one of the best. But that's what you need an offensive line for a quarterback. So maybe that's why they're giving Blaine Gabbert one more year.
Mhm.
So the only way I can see Buffalo getting Geno, they flop with Cleveland.
Okay.
Or give up a 3 to Cleveland, or give up a 3 to the Lions.
Right.
Because the Lions don't need a quarterback.
No, Stafford should be fine.
And all they have to do is probably give a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, they can move that up too. Yeah, I can
That's
see
the
them
only way
moving
they
up.
get Geno Smith.
Yeah.
There's other quarterbacks in the draft, but I want Geno Smith. It would be a great upgrade for Buffalo. I don't think he's going to start. I think Tavares Jackson's going to start, unfortunately. But yeah, it's always cool for draft. I'd like to actually go because it is for free. The keyword is free.
Yeah.
But now it's a 3-day event now, so
All right.
it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, I just want to get some NFL news. Any idea who the Jets have in mind?
I don't care anymore. These guys. But like I said, they keep asking on their page. If they ask the fans, what do you think is our biggest need?
I think if Rivas goes cornerback.
Well, it depends if look, Camardi had an okay year last year, but there's just some quarterbacks who eat him up, like like Tom Brady. It's funny because every now and then Camardi will dare Brady to throw a touchdown on him, and Brady throws 3.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, maybe Camardi should stop talking. But it's at wide receiver.
Yeah.
It's at wide
Even
receiver.
Stevie Johnson
You're getting all these quarterbacks, but who do they have to throw to?
Yeah. Good point.
You just lost Kellen Clemens. Dustin Keller.
Dustin Keller.
Kellen Clemens, where did that come
Where did that come from?
Yeah, you just lost Dustin Keller. I mean, Braylon Edwards is gone. Santonio Holmes, really? That's your best bet?
That's your best bet right now.
That's pathetic.
So, to me, I'd go. You could go a lot of ways.
I'm not
with
saying
Jets.
they should. No, I'm not saying they should pick a wide receiver. I'm just saying, as of right now, the biggest needs I would say are. It's funny. I don't even want to say quarterback because they have so many right now. Wide receiver, maybe running back, because Sean Green's gone, and he sucked anyway. So, and somebody on the O line, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
Because our defense wasn't super bad last year. We don't have Bart Scott anymore. Whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, I guess it depends on whether you think run defense or pass defense is more important. Because Scott was okay on run defense.
Yeah.
Pass defense, he was terrible. I'm trying to think of somebody he was able to keep up with.
Yeah, you got a point.
In coverage.
A lot of free agents still out there, as in Greg Jennings.
Yeah, this offseason's been insane.
Greg Jennings looking for a home. Possible Vikings. It's a good possibility.
Yeah.
Jake Long, possibly going to the Rams. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Dustin Keller is gone. He signed with Miami.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see him again.
Yeah, you guys see him just on a different uniform.
Yep.
And Ed Reed's the big one, as he's looking at San Francisco. It's interesting, as you say, that all of come to San Francisco. We're gonna win a Super Bowl now, with the team you just won it with. So all your players come to San Francisco. I've noticed now though, everyone wants to go to San Francisco now.
Well, they have a lot of promise.
They do.
They have a lot of promise.
There's also a starters with question. Obviously, Dwight Freeney. I think age just caught up to him. I think 2 more years and hang him up. I like that. I've always liked Dwight Freeney. He's a good defensive end, but I think age just caught up to him. He's still got a great spin move. He can still do it, but it matters what team he is on. And I think the Patriots are looking at him right now.
Okay.
Amid Bradshaw, he needs a healthy season for him.
Yeah.
Great speed back. He's got tremendous speed, but injuries.
Yeah.
Injuries that
That's
do
the
it.
case.
Richard Seymour, just one word: retire.
Yeah, really. Right?
I mean, what do you went to Oakland and did nothing for Oakland?
Yeah.
Did nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's a James Harrison might go to Baltimore. It's a possibility to replace Ray Lewis. But I think Harrison, same thing. I think his age is caught up to him as well.
Yeah.
Beanie Wells is he lost a home in Arizona. He's looking for another home. The Steelers, same thing with him though, injury prone.
I'd like to see where Ryan Fitzpatrick ends up.
You know where he's going to end up?
I have a feeling I know.
Jeopardy!
Oh, well, I thought you were going to say Jets.
Jeopardy!
Just signing like every quarterback out there. Anyone who's available.
David Garrard, I don't get that sign.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't get that sign.
But again, as long as Sanchez isn't starting.
No, that's good. Also, Brian Urlacher. What do you think of,
Oh boy. Brian Urlacher. I think he's still got some gas in the tank.
Okay.
He's still very effective.
I think so. Where do you think he goes though? Back to Chicago, or you got Minnesota and
I
Dallas
think
on the horizon right now?
I think he'll stay in Chicago.
I think so.
I think he's been there his whole career. I figure he wants to retire a Bear. So
Good possibility.
unless he wants to win a Super Bowl.
That too. There's always that. You gotta win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
As of which is why, like, I don't want to bring the Yankees into it, but why Ichiro signed with the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know, to get that finally World Series ring you've been wanting
Yeah.
since you got into this league, and
And
it
it-
hasn't happened.
And it's understandable.
Yes. Also, news broke right now that Cardinals released Kevin Cobb.
Yeah.
Adios, and the Jets already in interest already.
Of course they would. Of course they would be.
Already in interest as it broke on my phone that if Kevin Cobb got released, Jets would be interested. So, what do you think? Is it? He's not a bad quarterback. He's played in the winter. I mean, he's played in the cold.
Yeah, yes.
You know.
Just give him some receivers. That's the thing. Give him other people to work with.
But I don't like the Goodson signing.
Hmm.
He was an average running back in Oakland. He had a so-so year, you know. But like I said, the big thing's Revis right now. It's do you trade him for picks or you trade him for players?
You don't trade him.
You don't trade him.
No.
So you don't trade him at all.
No.
So your quote right now, he does not get traded.
I don't want him to get traded. But the Jets have a history of making some idiotic moves, so.
Touche. So is
Good
Buffalo.
man.
And like I said, I'm happy Buffalo got released Ryan Fitzpatrick. You understand where I'm coming from, though, as I was arguing with Carlos yesterday.
Yeah.
But you got to understand why. You think about what Bills fans have gone through.
Mhm.
And all the emotion and stuff
No,
like
I
that.
understand why they cut him, actually.
You know? And it's tough.
Because especially after we found out that the Bills had such a great year, we're having a great year, not because of Fitzpatrick. And ended up going downhill when Fitzpatrick took the reins.
Yes.
So, and I can't even figure out why they would give him the contract extension. The contract.
5 games into a year. 5
Yeah.
games into the year.
I don't get that.
And you give him a contract.
I mean, I'm
Come
sure
on.
he's a smart guy.
He is. Oh, don't get me wrong.
But
he
he
went
just-
to Hartford.
He's not a. He just seems to not be a very effective quarterback.
It's whatever, you know.
Mhm.
And like I said, I wish him the best on finding a new team. I hope so. He's not a bad backup. If you need him for a backup game, he's good.
Yeah.
You know, as a starter, not gonna cut it.
No.
I've seen enough. Seen it for 3 years. I've seen it for 3 years, and I'm crying as I talk about it. So we're gonna stop talking about football right now. I just want to see if there's any other news in the sports world. Not so much. Not so much. Except for Knicks lose again.
Well,
Knicks lose to Portland. Tyson Chandler's hurt now. Carmelo's hurt now. Carmelo's getting his knee drained, so who knows when he's going to be back.
yep.
And also John Abram is getting a...
John Abraham.
Yep.
What's he with the Falcons? What happened?
No, is visiting with the Patriots. Him
Oh,
and Dwight Freeney.
yeah, that could be a problem.
Who knows what could that lead to?
Yeah.
If they sign with New England, it's really not an upgrade.
Yeah, well, John Abraham's good. John Abraham's good. Dwight Freeney, he might be. I don't know. John Abraham he's pretty injury prone at some.
That's what I mean.
At some point, so.
You know, so who knows?
Either way, I mean.
Who knows where that goes? If they go to New England, I think New England has to worry about who they're going to throw the ball to.
Yeah.
With Wes Welker being but they did sign Danny Amendola,
Yeah.
which is a good replacement. But who's Tom Brady going to throw the ball to?
Yeah.
I mean, last year they got to Tom Brady decent amount last year for sack wise because at one time you couldn't touch him.
Yeah.
Now you get into him, and interesting as they want to get rid of the tuck rule. Your thoughts on that?
They want to get rid of the tuck rule. I thought it was stupid to begin with. I think it robbed the Oakland Raiders of a potential Super Bowl run.
It did, because that was clearly a fumble.
It was.
Clearly a fumble.
I think they should. I don't know if I would get rid of it though. I mean, because it is understandable if a quarterback's. I don't know. It's a tough one. I think they should just get rid of it. I don't understand why you have to complicate the game of football so much. You know,
It ruined Oakland.
if it's still in his hand,
yeah,
and he gets hit and he gets knocked out, whether it's going back or forward, he's dropping the ball.
Well, if you're going on forward and then okay, It's forward motion. Okay, I
Yeah.
understand. But if you're going like this,
Again, it's gonna be like complicated.
It is.
Either way you go, it's gonna.
and
be
Oakland's 100% for it, now I can understand why.
Yeah.
Go for it. We're in. Do what you need to do.
Yeah.
So, I think that's gonna pretty much wrap for today.
Okay.
Big East 12 is into I think the second round or third round. I think it's the second. Go Louisville. Big Louisville fan. So they face Notre Dame tonight at 9:00. So tune into that. And Syracuse plays at 7. I'm also a Syracuse fan, but more of a Louisville fan. So tune in tonight. More Big East 12. We're gonna have a Sunday show with me, Rob, Ant-Man, and a new person, as in Jerry Mascolio, as what we're gonna give him a nickname or whatnot. So we'll figure out what we're gonna talk about Sunday, because it's weird that we're doing a Sunday show,
Yeah.
but we'll figure out something for you guys. So John here,
This is Ant.
take care, guys.